YouTube. So today's video is going to be my July favorites. I'm actually pretty excited about this video. I'm kind of just talking about what I've been loving as well as my highlights of the month. So let's get started. As far as my highlights go, well, for the first 2 weeks of July I was actually in the UK, and my UK trip was my biggest, definitely the most exciting thing that I did. We did just kind of a lot of visiting with family, lots of traveling, and my biggest highlights were going to my cousin's wedding, going to the Doctor Who experience in Cardiff, and then going to the Harry Potter Museum in London. And it was just so much fun. We just had a really good time. So the rest of my month has definitely been very chill. I've been, for those of you who don't know, I've been kind of I've only been out of hospital for just over a month. So it's been lots of recovery and fun stuff. So I don't have a ton to show you this month, but I am really excited to show you what I do have. So let's get going with that. My first favorite that is not a highlight is my day planner. I have been in love with just glam planning in general, addicted to kind of watching YouTube videos. You're not going to really be able to see much of the layouts here, but I do have lots of kind of fun stuff going on, and it's my intention to do I'm probably going to do a July update to show you guys some of the layouts that I've been working on and that sort of thing, as well as like a lot of my favorite accessories. So if you're interested in seeing that, do check the comment box down, or the description box down below to see. I'll post it down there when I do post it. And just comment, let me know if you're interested in that sort of thing. But I'm definitely really excited about my planner and working with that sort of stuff. So when I'm not watching or using my day planner or watching YouTube videos about day planners, my other really big pastime has been watching Netflix. Because my life is so exciting. So my favorite Netflix shows I've been kind of just watching things through, and it's not so much I've been watching a few movies here and there, but for the most part, lots of TV shows. So I've been watching, I finished up Grace and Frankie, which is a hilarious Netflix original series. If you have not watched it, I would highly suggest it. But the premise is that two couples, after being married for 40 years, get divorced when they find out, or when the two husbands announce that not only are they both gay, but they were actually in a relationship with one another. So the characters of Grace and Frankie are actually their ex-wives, who after certain situations they end up living together. They have very opposite characters, and it's really just like the hilarity of the two women living together and the couple, as well as like all of their children and everybody kind of navigating the new situation. And it's funny. So funny. So that's been one of my favorite things, or that was one of my favorite shows, and I finished it off, and I've been, I kind of rewatch here and there because I'm like that. Now, my second favorite show has definitely been Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt, which I got about halfway through. It's not, I wouldn't say it's a heavier show, or it's a bit heavier than Grace and Frankie. It's just not something that I can super binge watch. But basically the premise of that show is Kimmy is a character who she's basically abducted by a cult, and after living underground for I think 15 years, they're rescued, and she decides to move to New York City. So this is basically the story of her, not knowing a lot about, modern society, or she doesn't know a ton about modern society to begin with, and she's, living in New York with her, gay actor boyfriend and her slumlord and her hilarious, rich, completely out of touch employer, and all sorts of things there. So it's a very funny show, and I really enjoyed that one too. Really into the comedies. The other show that I've really been watching this month has been Doctor Who reruns, and I'm or like repeats or whatever. And I wouldn't even necessarily say that I'm starting at a specific like series. I've been kind of watching here and there episodes and flicking back and forth between different doctors. So, but I mean, I watch Doctor Who pretty regularly all the time too. But I thought I would put that in here. It's on my list. Whatever. Okay, so as far as food and drink favorites, food, I have been adoring fruit. I eat so much fruit. It is ridiculous, especially like when I was in the hospital, and since I've been in the hospital, all I'm eating. And my favorite right now, and I didn't pull one out, and I really should have, is my, like, Sobeys actually makes like a tropical fruit mix, which is just like the chopped up fruit, and it's got like papaya and mango and melon and pineapple, and it's all combined in a little box, and that's my new favorite. It's delicious. And yeah, I can chop up my own fruit, and I think you save a little bit of money when you chop up your own fruit, but it saves me so much time, and I actually eat food instead of not eating food, so that's a reality of my life. As far as drinks go, it has been a bajillion degrees here, so not actually a bajillion, but it's been like 33 degrees, which for me is really hot. So, and I don't do heat well. I have been drinking a lot of Booster juice, specifically the watermelon. It is so refreshing, definitely one of my favorites. And I don't know if it's like, it's a new release, but I don't know if it's like a summery, I don't know what its deal is, but it's delicious. The other thing I've been drinking is Oreo ice caps, which you buy at Tim Hortons, and I really hope that you have something similar near you, because they are so good. There's just like mixed cream and chocolate and coffee, and it's so good, so good. Okay, so I'm just kind of like looking at my list over here. Like I mentioned earlier, glam planning has been a big thing for me, and one of my favorites associated with that are these Michael sticker books. These things are like $1. Actually, I live in Canada. They're $1.50. But they give you so many cute stickers, and they're really great for giving kind of themes to your day planners. And like I said, I want to show you guys my planner, and you'll be able to see a little bit more of what all that stuff is. But there's definitely lots on there. Oh my god. Sorry, I knocked over my camera. But there's definitely lots of fun going on in those sticker books. Now, as far as makeup goes, I've been wearing so little makeup. This is like the most makeup that other than going to the wedding, it's like the most makeup I've worn all summer, or all of July. But I have been in love with statement lips, and my favorite is actually this trio. Phone. Stop that. Okay. Before I went on my trip, I purchased this MAC lipstick. This is the Retro Matte line, and this is the color All Fired Up. It's a beautiful matte lipstick, and I am in love with it. And I'm not a huge fan of matte lips. I find that they have their place, but they tend to look flat on me. I do always put it over top of a lip liner. I find a lot of MAC lipsticks I tend to wear with a lip liner. This is the Trust in a Red Pro Longwear Lip Pencil from MAC, which was kind of just the best match. And when I go to MAC, I just pick out a lipstick and go, I want a matching lip pencil, and they'll pick one for me, whatever it is. So when I don't want a matte lip, I actually tend to wear this guy over top. This is the Revlon Lip Butter in Lollipop, and this is a gorgeous color. And I've actually got this lip trio on right now, and I am in love with it. Gorgeous. If you follow my Instagram, you will see just how many photos I'm wearing it in. Another thing that I don't have with me, but have been kind of loving, and I'll try to insert a picture here, has been, I bought a $3 Target hat. kind of like in the springtime when our Targets were all closing here in Canada. And I took it with me on my UK trip, and I wore it almost all the time. To the beach, to barbecues, wore it when, like, just when my hair was messy, wore it on the plane. Ooh, got so much wear out of that $3 Target hat. It is ridiculous. So, my final favorite, I'm actually really excited about, because it was something I was looking at for a while. Give me a second. I needed a new work bag. So I picked up this one, which is closed, or which is open. But this is amazing. I actually picked this up when I was in the UK from a store called Peacock's, which I don't even know if they have a website. I don't know if it was just this town I was in. I don't know what it does. But I love this bag, and I've gotten so many compliments on it. It's got kind of the fake buckle look. So the buckles you don't have to undo the buckles, and you can just use the little clasp. And it's great because what I really wanted was a bag that was big enough to carry my day planner and my iPad in and a notebook, and didn't feel too bulky. So that if I, you know, went to the coffee shop and was doing work and then I needed to, like, go to Michael's afterwards, I didn't have, like, a huge laptop bag or something. Like, you know what I mean? When you have, like, your bag is just too big and it just doesn't transition well. That was my problem. So, those have been my favorites for the month of July. If you are interested in seeing other things that I'm loving, I will post down below any other videos that I post in my monthly series, or in like my monthly favorite series here. I'm hoping to do an update on what's on my iPhone, as well as what's in my day planner update, and possibly some other ones. You'll have to check the description box. But it has been great talking to you guys all. If you have any questions, do give me a shout in the comment section below. I will respond to as many of you as I can. And I will see you guys all on the flip side.